subtle. Some of my dogs give me the ball and expect me a fumble. Had to go kill off them bitches as soon as I gave them the muzzle. Had to make diamonds, had to the tears that I put in the puddle. Only got me, had to use mirrors to fill up the huddle. Fuck you know about niggas that hate you as much as they say that they love you. I know me a couple of
Welcome to the Convos. This is your boy, Who is Joshua Ross. The right of me, I got
Trap Pharaoh, Dolce Holmes.
Guap rolling on the gram, man.
Yes, sir. And what episode we at? 23, right?
20. Yeah.
Word. So, Guap, your man's to the left of me. You want to give him a nice intro?
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? To the left of us, we got Big Sunni in the trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? One of the best up-and-coming battle rappers in Essex County.
Bow.
You know what I'm
Already
saying?
Say that.
Fuck is you talking about?
Max out the Southwood.
My boy, Big King Animal Ali.
Ali.
What's up? Y'all already know.
Big
King
Sunni in the
Animal.
trap. Next battle, 10 Trade Day in Harlem.
Make sure y'all pop out the
Pulls
Harlem.
up so
10
he
Trade
could
Day, like you
Kill
feel me?
Switch Battle League.
On Kill Switch Battle League. Make sure y'all pop out on 10 Trade Day. You feel me? It's gonna be a dope ass card. And of course, I'm gonna be slaughtering this nigga Def the Kid, man. It's gonna be a crazy ass event, man. All the TBN homies is definitely gonna be in the building that day. So, pop out me, Dolce Holmes, Young Guapo, you feel me? Josh Rowland might be out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
I'm gonna try to pull up for that.
I said that. It can't be Josh Fuller. First of all, he big fool.
no, I was saying Josh is rolling.
Yeah,
like,
I got it.
He's also
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up
rolling with us.
True.
To the event, he will
All
be there
So,
for the fans and shit.
real quick, man, before we get started, because we're gonna start a little bit serious, but real quick, Drew, Guap, how y'all been, man? We ain't seen each other.
Week-wise, well, shit, I'm famous. So
Oh yeah, your video about to drop soon, right?
my video about to drop.
Right,
Yes,
definitely
sir.
watch
I
out for
just
that
dropped the
video.
track,
Frank
fucking
White
up-
freestyle.
Fucking up the streets of Maple.
Yes,
Frank White
sir.
freestyles coming up soon. Shout out to Hold Up TV. You know what I'm saying?
Word, big shout out to Hold Up
Yes,
TV,
sir.
man. They came through, did a wonderful job, man.
Yeah,
Big shout out
niggas
to
is
them.
cool as
Any
hell,
up and coming artists need a video?
Hold up TV.
Hold Up
He said,
TV.
right there.
Feel me?
Yeah, go,
All right,
Hold Up TV.
Guap, how was your week, man? How you feeling?
It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was alright. Slow and steady, but it was
one
alright
day,
then.
Guap is
One day I'm gonna give y'all a story, but
story.
nigga, my weeks be ass.
I
To
feel
the pool party.
Oh, on the set, I went to a pool party, bro. That's something that, look, you said someday, right?
All right, cool. So how was the pool party, man?
Nigga, that pool party was jumping, nigga.
Where?
What?
Where was it at?
What? That shit was in Plainfield.
Oh, I ain't
Indoor pool.
What?
I
And
need to go to it.
look. The house big as hell, right?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Boom, the backyard big, but it's the pool in the backyard, but it's inside
Also, it's enclosed.
in the backyard.
Oh,
You feel me?
that sounds like
Shit went from like 3 feet to like 10 feet. You
that
feel
sound
me?
like some Plainfield shit.
Nigga,
Like,
what?
Yeah,
The
to have it-
hose?
Yeah,
The hose, nigga?
they different.
The hose.
Word.
The hose.
We'll talk
That's
more
all I
about
gotta
it. We'll
say.
talk
The
more about
hose.
I was at a pool party earlier oh yeah, you was with me.
Yeah, I was with you. I was with you.
Big shout out to El Diablo. Thanks for having the TBN homies at your event. You feel me? She is.
Oh, it's
she's-
Diablo.
Yeah, she.
Word.
Yeah,
word.
she new to the.
Not the pool party,
she new to the township.
not
She
the pool
just.
party,
She threw a pool party. You know what I mean? Invited
That's
the mayor Hillside. So you
The
feel
man.
what I'm saying? Like big shout out to El Diablo. Thanks for your hospitality. Me and
Word,
my
word.
bros had a good time.
All right, so I ain't gonna hold y'all. I gotta get serious real quick because we did lose somebody I feel is very important to the culture, is very important to black men in general. But
Wakanda forever.
rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman because that was tough. So I'm here with it.
Right hand over the left, cuz.
Actually, they said for bro, we doing rest in power. And I really agree with that.
Rest
so
in power. I like that.
definitely rest in power
I like
to
that.
Chadwick Boseman.
Bombay!
The Black Panther. You feel
Nah,
me?
for real. I do want to talk a little bit about him because I feel like we lost another great person after Kobe. Like
Man,
Kobe,
that nigga played
and then-
Black Panther, fucking James Brown, like
Jackie
3
Robinson.
slaves, Jackie
Jackie
Robinson,
Robinson,
Thurgood Marshall. Like, what the fuck?
And
that
a lot of
nigga
it was
is
done while
Black
he had
Jesus.
cancer. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this. This man had cancer for 4 years. We didn't know till the day he died, which tells you how tight his
That was
circle
swaggy
was.
as hell.
Like
That
his
was
circle was tight.
I'm gonna be honest.
I
with
made
you.
hella
As-
money off cancer. Like, I got cancer, made hella bread, and now it's like, I'm telling y'all now.
Did he have children?
I feel like his career was
I don't
like
know. I
very
know he was married.
you know, especially like because dying from cancer without anybody knowing really like is a testament of somebody's will to do what it is they love. And there's so many children who face the plights of cancer and things of that nature. And I could just imagine how disencouraging that could be. But to see somebody, going through that and then playing a superhero on TV.
Right. Like that's what really blew my mind.
And not just a regular superhero, like an African king.
Right.
It's a very powerful thing, and I really thought that
it sucks because I feel like
that was real cool.
Have another black superhero.
Like, why as soon as we get a black superhero, then they got like shit crazy.
Shit all we got left is like Blank Man.
No, we
still got black superheroes. like there's still Falcon. There's still
secondary ass heroes.
Falcon not getting his own movie.
He already has a show. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's Captain America now.
Yeah, Falcon became Captain America.
And that was an old thing. Falcon always was the successor to Captain America, which made him he's one of the greatest Avengers there was. And not to mention, we have other, technically,
you gotta let me get peace if I want.
Technically, if anything, we could actually claim Apocalypse too if we going to talk about black, superheroes. We could technically claim Apocalypse. We could technically.
Hold on,
I don't want to take away from that. I don't want to take away from that because
your man's back here eating salad with chopsticks. Hold on.
Oh yeah, y'all already know we extra fancy, wild bougie.
I was like, I don't want to, because what you're saying is good, and I don't want to lose it. But this nigga is really eating
salad with fucking chopsticks.
With chopsticks.
I seen them bust open the chopsticks. I'm like, oh, cuz about to pull up the.
What y'all don't know is,
or some sushi or some shit.
See, but that's the thing. What y'all didn't know is that's my man's, and I've been told y'all we extra fancy and wild bougie. We do shit like that all the time. Would you tell them?
Cuz you my man.
My man. I never seen you do that. I never seen you.
Excuse me? Thank you. That's my man's in them. And we eat salad with chopsticks all the time.
I've known you 15 plus years.
I know you at least 5
for 15 plus years, I've been eating salad with chopsticks all the time.
It's crazy because I know you at least 5 now.
You don't even eat salad.
Who don't eat salad?
On the set, you don't eat no salad.
I've had a whole argument with this nigga. Be like, I don't eat no salad. That ain't nothing but water.
First of all,
that's rabbit food.
First of all, there's salads on all of my sandwiches, all of my cheeseburgers. Like, I eat salad all the fucking time. And while I'm with my mans in them, we eat salad with chopsticks because we're extra fancy and wild fucking bougie. I'm gonna need y'all to understand that.
Bro, he know you 15, I know you at least 5. You know what I'm saying? Cuz ain't never seen
this nigga.
That's the normal. That's our usual. We get that all the time.
The orange shit, is that carrots or cheese?
That's an Asian salad, right? Yeah,
all right. All right. So
that's not Asian. That's Mandarin. You don't know nothing.
That's Mandarin.
You don't know nothing. Mandarin. That shit got oranges and everything in it, cuz.
So let's go back to Chadwick Boseman and what you were saying. No matter of fact, black superheroes. You were saying.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of black superheroes. The thing that made this Black Panther thing so.
I apologize to cut you off, but he set a really high standard. That's what I mean. Like it's like the standard is not super high. Like
extremely high.
Like I watched Black Panther last night. Like that movie was executed so well.
Very much so.
The way that they put all the other movies.
And he played him 4 different times.
Is this your king?
In the cinematic universe where it's like they executed that movie very well. The way that they executed him as a superhero was very well. The Marvel Cinematic Universe can't go on. There's routes that they could go about like writing him out. But it's like, as far as like when I say we don't have another black superhero, like, are we going to be able to have another superhero that's going to live up to that standard?
All I'm saying is,
just like the Joker. I don't feel like we'll never get a Joker as good as Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to remember these are our iconic roles that are gonna be that these companies can't.
He was our first real one.
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
The Panther?
Before Panther, our first big cinematic black superhero was Blade.
Yeah.
No.
Who
our first one was Blade.
For Marvel, yes.
What's another big cinematic superhero?
Who was first before
cinematic?
Blade?
We're not talking about TV shows. Cinematic.
Well, you gotta remember Hancock is. Well, no, that came after.
So Blade would be the first
Blade.
one. Yeah,
matter of fact, you know what? A lot of people don't even know this, but Blade actually saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Blade is a part of.
We don't have another Hancock though.
Yeah,
that was kind of a one and done. I'm not even sure if they're gonna put out another 2 or nothing like that. But
yeah,
at the same time, that was a one and done.
Actually, to be honest with you're kind of right. The only thing is, like, we had
Boseman on the verge about to be coming. He was basically Black Tony Stark.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, and we had it, and I was like, it sucks on a selfish tip as a consumer, as the person that's sitting around where it's like, yo, that's fucked up.
What I feel is
we done lost Black Tony Stark. Like right now, if Robbie Downey Jr. up and died, half the
That
Marvel
ends.
cinematic, it kind of ends. Like,
Well, I mean, Iron Man died, so it's like
Iron Man died, so it's
Exactly.
like it's cool now.
But what I'm saying is that they can't put him in flashbacks. They can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like once they're dead. Like you can't utilize that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? At least not the same way, because we got a lot of technology. We fuck around, and they can make a whole nother movie with a nigga that got the same body shape as him and CGI his face onto the nigga.
Right.
They do that.
Yeah,
type of
with
shit.
Paul Walker, yeah, they
like
did that.
they do that type of shit. It's not impossible that we can continue to keep getting these shits, but we'll know.
the biggest.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
of
that's the
course.
thing, though.
They have to because
hold on.
because
I
it
wanted to
plays
say
into
I wanted to say
their
something about
phases.
that. Getting the new Black Panther. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though what they should do
It's let me play the Black
is
Panther.
nah.
I swear to God,
Motherfucker,
I'll watch that shit. You my
Nah,
man.
I'll watch it. You my man's, but nah, I wasn't talking about that.
What
But,
you thinking?
And
I
I
feel as
think you'll be a
though
really
I
good
feel as
actor.
though they shouldn't
I'd be an awesome Black Panther.
not
You know what I'm saying? You'd be a
not
good
like
actor. Like
write
I watch a
him,
lot
like
of
write
movies.
him off. You feel what I'm saying? But don't like cast somebody
But
else.
you don't have to write him off.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
Not cast somebody else as the Black Panther, but like make it to where like you feel me? He passes the mantle on to his little sister.
Well, that's what I was about to say, because actually in the
Let her
comic,
be the Black Panther. So
in the
that's
comic,
where
his
that's
sister
the first
does do
time
that.
That's a black
Yeah,
female
but that's only
superhero.
for like 2 issues.
Nah, Shuri was the Black Panther for like a little minute. Like she had
that for a little minute.
a reign. She was the queen of Wakanda.
Let me go
Queen
rewatch.
of Wakanda for a minute.
Not for a minute. It was only like 2-3 issues that she.
Nah,
was
she's really.
You gotta think about it.
she's
2-3
the next
issues
Black
is
Panther
really a
because
minute.
You got to remember, like Storm and T'Challa's son at this point in time is a baby by the time T'Challa and Storm dies.
But we didn't even get
So-
that deep. We didn't even get that deep into the
Yeah,
story.
because we never got the storm.
We never.
They
No,
have
I'm
the whole-
saying, we got that.
Oh, no,
but
the
the cinematic, we
yeah.
didn't even get that. I would have loved to have
this-
seen
Like not
that.
for nothing.
but
For
this
us to
is
have
my-
that. For us to have this much knowledge means that we looked into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you know
we've
what
been
I'm saying?
watching this shit. For
It wasn't,
like,
but it
since
wasn't
our
given
childhood.
to us. Like you know what I'm saying? There's certain shit
Yeah.
that's given to us. Like,
But
like,
this
we
is the
were
thing. That's
given
why.
Black
That's why.
Panther.
That's why the Black Panther role, like this, my original point, like
I
the thing
apologize.
that I respected the most about him playing this role was the fact that comes with a lot of pressure, because for one, the fact that Marvel made African King one of not only the most like important superheroes in its continuity, but also the richest,
Right.
the most intelligent, the most skilled at fighting. Like
right.
Black Panther knows, like, over 100-something different styles of fighting, some that have been like extinct for years.
Right.
So the fact that, having that pressure, because as an actor, it's like, if I fail at this, when is the next time we're gonna get another reiteration of Wakanda? When is gonna be the next time are we gonna see a black superhero grace the screen
That way.
and
I ain't
from
gonna hold it.
Africa? Like he's born in Africa. He has an African accent. Like they're showing like the culture, the language that they spoke in is an actual African language.
Right.
Like Mbili means onward. That's an actual thing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And if he would have failed at that, all of those people that were in there, not just him, but
But
Shuri.
he didn't fail. At
No,
it.
I'm saying, but that's the pressure. That's why I respect him so much for taking this role, because it's like that particular role comes with the most pressure, because it's like, if I fail at being the Black Panther, when is going to be the next time we get another
It's a
Black
sad-
Panther?
and that's how I feel.
We're
right
not
now.
going to
Why I'm
have
saying
another
it makes it
Okoye.
easy.
We're not going to
It
have
makes
another
it
Shuri.
even-
All of
it
their
makes it
hard
even-
work
nah,
dies out.
It makes
if I fail.
That's why I was saying, but it makes it even sadder now, where it's like, damn, cause when the next time we gonna get one of these?
Right.
We been had
shook.
Tony Stark. We been had Superman. We been had Batman. They can't just go find the next young actor and make him Black Panther.
No.
And if they do, he got to do a way better job than the standard. We can't. I personally can't imagine a better job being done than what Chadwick Boseman did already. So now every actor that comes after him, it got even more pressure to do.
Same shit
Well,
with
they
Wolverine,
are
nigga.
doing the Secret War story next. So what could possibly wind up happening is they could just say that this is a T'Challa from a totally different universe.
I understand that, but will we be satisfied with that as the people?
If I play Black
No.
Panther, then we will.
Because you gotta think. You gotta think.
Nah,
See, that's my
I know you
serious
dead ass.
We can get,
I know you dead ass.
we
but
can
I'm
get,
like,
we can get young Denzel to do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who the fuck it is.
They said that,
We're not gonna
they're
accept
use
it.
An Infinity Stone to bring Killmonger back and make him the actual Wakanda.
We'll love that.
I said that was the one I said that we accept. I
love
accept that.
I
wouldn't love
love.
that.
No, listen. Let me explain to you. I love that, but that now they not the cinematic universe already go off of what the story that we know. Like it kind of veers off. It does a good job at keeping on the subject, but it veers off. Like if you read the comic books, or if you keep up with the comic books, because me and my man's right here, we don't read. We follow the right people that read the comics to us. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like I ain't gonna hold you.
Comic story.
That's me.
They'll read the whole thing till you show you pictures like
that's
cartoons.
me. Go out and we will sit there and watch that shit like it's story time. Nigga, you understand me? It's just like watching a cartoon, to be honest with you. You're like, yeah, I mean, bro, be changing his voice, and then Batman said,
Oh
like,
my God. And Superman was like,
And then Joker said, ha ha, yeah.
like you get what I'm saying? But that keeps us in tune. So you gotta remember, they can't just because now you taking away from
Authenticity.
the reason I don't want them to
Not
bring back
authenticity,
Killmonger and do it like that is because like it'll fuck up the story too much.
Because exactly, like it'll fuck up
And
the story. It'll fuck up the story that we know already. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta remember the movie that we watching is a comic book that was written in the late 60s that they revamped in the late 90s. You get what I'm saying? That now we got a movie for. Like you get what I'm
and even with the movies, like they not
revamped it again.
like because
you
there's
get what I'm
certain
saying?
things that you can do in a
So-
comic book, but even with like for instance, right? In the Civil War story, Spider-Man gets shot in the face with a shotgun after revealing his secret identity. In the Civil War movie, and Tony Stark,
Wasn't
like,
in the face.
well, he don't get shot in the face, but he gets shot. Tony Stark is the reason why he dies. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's on the side of, all of the superhero registry.
Right.
Like, you feel me? But they couldn't do that in the movie, not only because, like, in a movie, you really can't show, like, a teenage superhero dying like that.
And that's
but
what I
it's
was
like,
saying.
it'll ruin their franchise. They got, like, they already had Infinity
that's
War and
That's what I'm
Endgame and
saying.
all
That's
this
what
other
I'm
good
saying.
stuff
They do a
already
good job.
done.
That's what I'm saying. They do a good job at keeping up with like keeping the story going correctly, but to just change Black Panther from T'Challa to Killmonger is literally just saying fuck the whole story that y'all literally. There's people going to watch these movies expecting to only judge what they expect to see. Like you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been guilty of being one of them. Where it's like, that ain't what happened in the comic book. Or that ain't what happened in the cartoon.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? I've been guilty of being one of them.
But you gotta remember, it's also movies, so everything do be exaggerated.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like...
It can't always
you
go
can't just make Killmonger...
right off it.
You can't just make Killmonger Black Panther and then continue on with the same story. We're not going... It's unacceptable. Killmonger and Black Panther don't have the same temperaments. And and Black Panther's temperaments come from him being raised as a strong Black king. And Killmonger is a young ratchet from the Bay.
And to be honest with you, Killmonger, for one, right?
On game.
Shouldn't even have died like that because like my thing is, and this is why I really don't think Killmonger's dead, because Killmonger is like one of the Black Panther's like main adversaries. So for him to die
At the first movie.
in the first movie, that's a little bit far fetched, especially when he told him like, "Oh yeah, don't bury me," or nothing. Just like
I
let
mean,
me
the
die
same
in
thing
water.
happened
It's
to
like,
fucking.
nah, nigga,
you gotta think about it though. A lot of
Killmonger went out cold, though.
the nigga had to say the same shit happened to motherfucking in the first Spider-Man shit when Green Goblin died. Nigga, that was his top enemy. That nigga died first movie.
Yeah, no, real talk. They do.
Yeah.
They did.
because there's
They
like
be
a
doing niggas
billion
dirty.
there's like a billion people that were the Green Goblin. So it's
No,
like,
it's
oh, all
not
right,
a
so
billion
Norman,
people. It's him and his fucking son.
His son, that's it. It's only them two.
Google it.
How many Green Goblins? I can't
Nigga,
Google
it's
it.
a
I'm alive,
hobgoblin.
bro.
That
Hit me
don't
in the middle of
count.
a TV, hit me in the middle of a show.
Hobgoblin don't count
You know,
as
there's
the
even a
Green
gray
Goblin.
goblin. Like
That's
there's bad
not.
people
that's
that
It's not the
no,
Green
but I'm-
Goblin.
There has been more people other than the Osborns to be the Green Goblin and other variations of goblins. That's
I'm
why
not about
in
to
the
have this argument
cinematic.
with you. We can have this argument later.
All right, look. We going way left,
wish I could
and
name
I love it. But closing statements towards Chad McBosen because I definitely
R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, man, it's fucked up, yo. And it's a really like I like how we just like because I feel like it's more honorable to not just sit here acting like
He became one of those people. He became
fact.
one of those people. He became Chadwick Boseman in these 4 years that he started.
James Brown.
Hold on. He became one of those people that's like, you play a certain role and it's like nobody else could play that role.
Right.
Cause it's like boom, everybody know nobody else could play Wolverine except Hugh Jackman. Correct?
I'm
That's
just
I
saying
agree.
right now.
I agree. Yeah.
Talk about Keanu to play that nigga.
Keanu who?
Keanu Reeves.
Fuck out of here. I beat John Wick
Nah.
the fuck up. But go ahead though.
We're not going down there.
Okay.
Nah, finish
But
it.
all right, whatever.
You my
Finish.
nigga,
I'm gonna
whatever.
finish
We
what
gonna
I'm
have
saying.
to jump full because John Wick, not Neo,
That's
bro.
the
He's
problem.
not the one.
Them niggas don't be jumping.
Alright,
them.
hold
Be
up.
jumping
No. We're not
Fuck
doing this. We're not
that,
doing this
fuck
because we've
that,
had this
fuck
argument
that.
before. We've had this argument
Fuck
before.
John Wick
fuck
up.
that,
Go
Finish
ahead.
what
though.
you're saying. Finish what you're
But
saying.
look, like, boom. Everybody agree that nobody else could be Wolverine except Hugh Jackman, correct?
Mhm.
Boom. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody else could play Tony Stark other than Robert Downey Jr., correct?
I agree.
Nobody else could play Black Panther other than Chadwick Boseman.
I agree all the way around.
You can always do backstories when they're young.
You not agreeing with that?
Oh, now you got what's that? A dumpling? What kind of dumplings those?
Why you? Let us eat.
I feel like somebody else has to play the Black Panther role.
What you get to eat?
Oh, stay off his plate.
I'm not on his plate.
Cause,
I feel like if-
cause
I feel
you
like if
acting like
nobody
this is
else-
jail.
Because we got this going on.
You acting like this is jail. You asking the innocent white boy what he eating for lunch. Like, just let you. This is he's looking scared. He just want to eat. You big, tall.
No, I'm
You a
saying.
black man
That's
with
oyster sauce?
cornrows.
That's the oyster sauce.
I don't know. It's a shrimp shumai, man.
Look, he said, I don't know, man. Like, he said, I don't know. Like, just let him eat his food.
All
Like,
right. Hold
don't
on,
whoop his ass.
Hold on. So what was you saying?
I feel like somebody else has to play the Black Panther now because I feel like
Not
to
this
let
soon.
I feel like as soon as possible.
Nah.
Because in order to
If
celebrate,
it is, it better be Shuri.
in order to celebrate somebody's
I'd
life,
accept that.
you have to let their legacy continue. If the same way that Chadwick Boseman was what's the word? Impactful in these roles, so are these roles. Like I said, like the Black Panther is the first time we've ever had, like the first time that we've had Africa on the silver screen viewed as a utopia. You understand what I'm
And you
saying?
gotta
No.
think
But
about-
I
and
see
you
where
got-
you're going.
No, hold on. And you got to think about
Nah,
this.
because
Nah.
you just gotta remember. You can't say that this the first time Africa's only been viewed as a utopia on the silver screen. There's mad movies. Of
Nah,
like,
yeah, word.
That's,
It
that,
is.
that's taken. That's
But
taken
look,
away
though,
from Africa.
Nah, it is.
I
I'm
get
sorry.
where you
I'm
going.
sorry.
look, though,
I'm sorry.
in the
Hold on,
superhero world, in the superhero
no,
world,
I'm
yes.
talking about like legitimately. Like they
In the superhero
No.
world, yes.
No, I get where you're
nobody
going.
has ever made Africa better than the people who dreamed up Wakanda, bro. Like seriously, it lays on a mound of vibranium. It makes the grass richer
in the superhero
like,
world.
but this is what I'm saying. For that to be put on TV, like
It's
they
been put on
wouldn't do
TV
that
before.
with.
What I'm saying is you're taking away from Africa
that?
to say that it's never been
see?
viewed. It's
Yeah.
never been viewed like that before.
Nobody has ever made Africa.
All right, hold
a
up.
Niggas make
This
Africa
says,
look all the
futuristic
hold on.
utopia. Nobody's ever.
This says
Name the movie.
over 17,000 people signed petition to replace Anderson, South Carolina Confederate Memorial with a statue of Chadwick Boseman.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I dig that.
I fuck with it.
He
It's
better
cool.
be motherfucking Black Panther.
Man,
if he in
listen, at
that
the end of the
shit.
day,
Nah, to
you know-
take
you
down
know
the
what-
Confederate,
you know what
to
be
take down the
happening?
Confederate statue and then put up a statue of
black
of
man?
a black man.
hell yeah.
Like even whether he's the Panther or not, because like I said, for me the Panther was the dopest thing
feel
ever. But
I
for
feel
me,
like
his
he's
role
gonna
as
be
James Brown was the
That's my
best
favorite
acting
role
I've ever
is.
seen
That's
of
my
that
favorite role
man.
is.
So for
because
me,
I believed he
just
was
want-
James Brown. That's a real person. It's like that's a real person, and he did such a good job that it's like, yo, when you leave the movie, that's what James Brown looked like in your head until you remember that he don't genuinely look that much like James.
Nah, it kind
He
of
did
favor
better
him.
than Jamie Foxx for Ray.
Not so.
Better.
Not so.
Better. I don't.
Ray was great.
Not so, because the thing about Jamie Foxx
Nah, I don't
and Ray,
think he
and,
did
and
better.
this is not me trying to like insult Chadwick Boseman because he did an amazing job, but Jamie Foxx literally had to play blind. The piano, he really played those songs. The singing, he really did that singing. Like those songs were already written, but Jamie Foxx remastered and sang those songs for that movie
For the role.
in his voice. Like in Ray Charles' voice. Like, so for the fact that he's like, Jamie Foxx has his own singing voice. And so for him to mimic not only the way that this man spoke to a T, but the way that he sang and in different pitches, like when he sang I Believe, and he did all three of the harmony voices himself, that was actually Jamie Foxx harmony voices going, I believe it, I believe it.
Oh, this
Like,
guy who-
Oh yeah, I sing.
It's not.
think-
Nah, but it's not. When I but damn, I forgot my point.
Get him.
But fucking.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in
peace,
power,
Chad.
Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in power.
Rest in power.
Oh, you know what? Nah,
Wakanda
reaching,
forever.
bro. Like what the like? I ain't even gonna hold you. This nigga just to act at the end of the day, y'all. Like they don't deserve no. Like we talking about taking down a Confederate flag statue, not for nothing. We gotta remember the impact that the Confederacy made to those people. We don't have to agree with it. We have to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Nah, what I'm saying is that
Nah, I don't agree with you on that.
I'm not asking y'all to agree with me. I'm saying like on some like
I
listen.
literally don't understand it.
Listen, I'm saying understand it in the sense of the reason that these men had a statue is because that to those people before it was considered before the world
To those whites.
hold on, before the world before the world was a moderately equal place, because we can't call it equal right now, right?
Right.
But before the world was a moderately equal place, the people that got these statues did something other than just make a movie.
The fuck is that?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, they fought for slavery and inequality in their own.
We don't have to agree with what they fought for. But what I'm saying is that they made an impact. You get what I'm saying? Other than like Chadwick Boseman was an actor. And I'm not taking away from him being an actor. You get what I'm saying? But these are just strategically placing roles. He started to audition. He still got these roles. These are just acting roles. You know what I'm saying? When you say replace a Confederate son, I would say replace it with something more like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? People that made actual movements. All he did was act. I'm not taking away from Cuz. I'm saying he's an actor. You know what I'm saying?
I get
and
where
this
you're
and
going.
this is where this
Is he from North Carolina?
I believe so. I think he's from South Carolina. What I'm
So,
saying is
wait,
that,
so is he
listen to what
is
I'm
he
saying.
from the place where they're trying to
listen to what-
replace his
listen-
statue?
listen to what- listen-
Yeah.
So then that makes
listen
way
to-
more sense than having.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Though. People sometimes reach in the wrong places. Like you get what I'm saying, and that's what be making us look a little unorganized or a little, or make them think that like, yeah, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You get what I'm saying? You gotta look at shit from a whole rounder's miles point. If Chadwick Boseman didn't die, would he deserve this statue?
Yes.
In his hometown, yes.
I'm saying.
I get where you're going. I get where you're going.
We
I get
take
where
it
you're going.
to those people that agree with that shit, because we don't have to agree with it, but it happened. To those people that agree with that shit, that is an historical, that's a part of history to them. You get what I'm saying? And they don't think that they should take down a fucking statue because an actor died. You get what I'm saying? And I don't agree with them because I don't agree with their causes, but I feel like sometimes people need to learn where they're reaching. You get what I'm saying? Because now we reaching to take down the Confederate flag, and now instead of attempting to take down that, y'all could have just tried to get a statue built for him and get that statue and get that taken down for something that actually matters, or for something that people would consider more matterful. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking away from the fact that I'm not saying Cuz don't deserve a statue. I'm saying when you attack controversy, when you attack things that come with controversy, you have to understand what you're attacking and try to attack strategically. You get what I'm saying? And this is one of those things where it's like, even if that is his hometown, he's just an actor. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's not. I'm saying, like, you get what I'm saying? When you got people who, like I said, I use Martin Luther King and Malcolm X as an example, but that's just because those are like two of the most major black names, Harriet Tubman, things of that nature. These are things where it's like, it'd be probably easier to make that fight. Like, you get what I'm saying? This is a southern town. You mean to tell me there's no, the fact that this is a random Confederate thing, right? The same way that they got these men, they got a lot of Confederate things.
Yeah, especially in the South.
For people who we didn't learn about yet. You get what I'm saying? But or didn't get a chance to learn about because they did something in that certain area. You get what I'm saying? At that same exact time.
Right.
Some random black woman probably did something in that certain area. And she actually deserves that statue over the same way that dude got that statue for fighting for his rights. She should get a statue now for fighting for her rights. And it'll probably be easier to make that fight to get that statue taken down as opposed
than for Chadwick Boseman. I get where you're going. It makes sense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like everybody has the right to disagree, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I totally disagree. And this is the reason why. For one,
y'all not paying attention to me.
No, I am paying attention to you. I just don't agree with your thought. For one, right? The Confederacy is not a part of the United States of America. They fought in order. I never said you did. This is my reasons for disagreeing. Mm-hmm. The Confederacy was not a part of the United States of America. So the fact that you have a statue that basically what's the word? Yeah, that's basically like saying like a big middle finger to the U.S. Mm-hmm. If you take that statue, and not to mention what the Confederacy stood for, like America at that time, the Union, they were saying, okay, look, we trying to do things differently. We trying to, we kind of got to free the slaves, things like that. You know what I mean? And the Confederacy was just like, hell no. We need to be, keeping this slave thing going on. We need to keep industrial going. Matter of fact, look, y'all have one country, we'll have another country. Because we don't even want to fucking be a part of y'all. Y'all, the way y'all think, makes us not even want to be a part of y'all. So since you all lost and you still have monuments to that, yes, that can go. Especially for somebody who is, for one,
I 100% agree with that. Like I'm
not saying that you was. I'm just saying this is my reasons for disagreeing. I told you, I understood what you said. I just don't agree. And these are my reasons why. Reason two, like I said, for a man who's actually from that town, you know what I mean? In the wake of his demise, to show like, you know, we have this much love, honor, and respect for you, even though your job was an actor. We appreciate your art this much, and we're gonna miss you this much. We're honoring you. You understand what I'm saying? And this is for an American actor,
Right.
an American who played other Americans who did not get their just due. Like, we knew about James Brown's career, but we didn't know as in depth as that movie went.
Just do James Brown didn't get. James Brown lived a great fucking life.
James Brown did live a great life. However, as a black entertainer,
he had a rough as a kid, and he came up and said "fuck the world" and did his damn thing, and they didn't kill him.
I get where
He
you're
did
going.
I
And was an undercover brother.
listen,
I get where you're going, too.
everybody love to act like, oh, these black, they went through hell and high
I'm not
water.
saying-
Like, before James Brown was James Brown, he had to perform on the
I'm not
Chitlin
saying-
circuit. They
I'm
got
not
paid
saying-
under less. Even though that man was as rich as he want to be, but still got talked to like a child.
Nah, and I'm not saying that, and that's what makes. But
Think about how many documentaries there are.
Can I get one voice?
What I'm getting at is that sometimes I feel like I just feel like that's a fight that need to be fought a different way. Like I'm not against the Confederacy shit coming down. I'm saying that that there's gonna be a fight for it. You get what I'm saying?
It shouldn't have been up that long to begin with.
We understand
Exactly.
that,
No, I agree. I see where you're going at. I see where you're going.
I agree, but this not fair. Like we
Yeah,
talk
it
about.
is. It's been up for think about it.
What I'm saying.
Think about how long that statue has been up. And those people and those other
fair. It's not fair.
One
Think about how
voice.
many
fair.
think about how many
It's not
Americans
fair.
had to look at that statue for so long, knowing not only did you all lose, and that this is really like a statue towards, like, you know, the people who supported racism. It's been up long enough. You can take
But
it down.
I'm not saying that it can't come down.
And not to mention,
I'm not saying that it can't come down.
I'd rather honor an
Hold on.
American.
I got it. I got it. I know both sides. All right, check it. So I get where your point is. To tear down this statue, we all agree. Yes or yes?
Yes.
We all agree with that.
Yes.
Now, we all agree that Chadwick Boseman deserves a statue in his hometown. We agree with that? You don't
I agree.
You don't agree
I
with that?
agree.
Why? Because he died of cancer?
No, because
No.
he played.
No,
political.
because it was-
I did
No.
very well.
The
because-
nigga Bodie from Newark, we supposed to give him a statue now? because
Whitney
he was on
Houston
the
has a
wire?
school.
No. Hold on.
She's on the wire?
Stop. Because I'm
Somebody named the school after her.
No,
She has a block.
She did, like somebody just named the block after her. The block still got his regular name. It's just named. It just says Whitney Houston under the regular block name.
No, you can Google it. It's in Newark. She has a Whitney Houston Boulevard.
It's a regular street.
Like,
it's
you feel me?
still the regular. It's still got
But
the
no.
regular street.
Hold on.
It's still based off the respect, though.
We're taking.
who's not even like it's like a role being played by Stallone.
What are you talking about? I didn't.
Rocky, the statue of Rocky in Philly.
They did that long time
That's.
ago.
I don't think that's.
That's,
I
and
think
that's a
dumb.
character.
That's dumb. That's what Philly wanted to do. I'm not saying I'm against Chadwick Boseman getting the statue, but we gonna say deserves. I feel like deserves. Do y'all see statues? Statues be lasting thousands of years, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's a lot.
He's deserved to be remembered for thousands of years.
There's a lot of. I don't want to take. I don't want to accidentally sound disrespectful.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But we gotta understand. I feel like sometimes the wake of death or what happens at the beginning of death is that people get distracted. Not even death, but just when something happens in general, people get distracted at what actually is happening. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, I'm not against this Confederacy shit coming down. I'm a black dude, like, from the North. Like, of course I want that shit to come down. Like, you get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that like, boom, if Cuz didn't die, would this be the argument? You get what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be.
And that's where I was.
If he
That's
didn't
where I was
die,
getting to.
if he didn't die, and they wanted to decide, and they decided, you know what, we're gonna honor Chadwick Boseman like they do with other actors and other different people because of not only the roles that you played, but the man was also very philanthropic. So there's way more reasons than just the fact that
Let me stop you. Let me stop you real quick. Let me stop you. Let me stop.
He was doing way more things than just acting.
Let me stop y'all.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He definitely was.
Yes, he was. Stop. Yes, he was.
Just because you don't pay attention, cuz doesn't mean he doesn't.
Hold on. No, stop.
Y'all niggas cap. Y'all
No.
He wasn't, dog.
No, he really was.
Was it because he started some charities?
Nah, but
No.
That's philanthropic.
What the fuck?
Why would that be? Why
Not even just that though. You just know him for being in Black Panther.
I don't. That's what you think. That's what you think I know him for. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally trying to say, I'm not getting aggravated. I'm just trying to make sure y'all understand. I'm trying to give the not. We can't have. All right, boom. You know what? It'd be booty if we all sat here and said the same thing. You get where I'm coming from? I'm just trying to make sure that I throw in the unbiased.
No, I get what you, and that's what I'm trying to explain. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Talk about that,
hold on.
and I genuinely feel like, you get what I'm saying. If we gonna be like, you feel me? Like, if we gonna be fucking like how I feel the way I think, I do disagree with the fact that this shit, like you feel me? Like, yes, it's definitely disagreeable. Like, there shouldn't be any Confederate anything up anymore. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes people take things and pick fights with other things that don't make sense.
Yeah, it
like,
does.
You know
they don't. They're not linear. They don't go together.
You get what I'm saying? Because if y'all had that shit standing up in y'all city this whole time, if this nigga didn't die, now all of a sudden it needs to be down. All of a sudden it's kind of like this.
The argument, there isn't a good argument.
But
It
at the
isn't
same-
a good, and that's
but
what
at
I
the
was trying.
same
That's what.
time-
Hold on. And
Okay.
that's what I was trying to get to. That's what I was trying to get to before I got interrupted. Is I get both sides of this. I understand, and I agree that he does deserve a statue for what he has done, not only as an actor but as a man, and then be held to the regard that he has. However, them making that move now is stupid and can be stepped on the wrong way. It's like for instance when you and your girl get into it, whatever like that, and she throws out that random ass thing that has nothing to do with the argument, but that's where she's trying to go at. Like he deserves to have a statue in my mind. I will say that. However, he doesn't deserve to have a statue because he died and it's going against the Confederacy. The Confederacy has to come down, period. The statue has to come down, period. But his statue can't go up in its place for that reason. Let
me offer, like I said, like y'all said, the devil advocate part, right? But this is my honest opinion.
Okay.
If I pass away and people decide King Animal deserves a statue, and in order to build my statue, or in the place of my statue, somebody tears down a Confederate statue as a ghost, I feel even colder. Yes, that is a great way. Wait, just let me finish, because I'll let y'all speak. That is a great way to honor that man's legacy. To tear down something that was originally built to honor.
No, it would be beautiful. It would be beautiful. Don't get it twisted.
And
no,
I think,
listen.
And I think
it would
for
be.
that
It would.
reason
It would
alone,
be. It would be beautiful.
and not just because of the action of it, but the message that it shares to the country that we're behind this, and now we're building something new to honor somebody who was a part of the world. We're not just Americans. We're not just African American or Caucasian American. We're just Americans now. We all love the Black Panther. Whether you were white, black, Spanish, Asian, no matter what you were, if you were American, you loved the Black Panther. Every race came and threw up Wakanda forever. So if you tear down something that was originally, because you got to remember, like I said, there were people who had to drive past that statue and it broke their heart, because it's like, you know what? Like you said, they got statues of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and different stuff like that in other places. But at the same time, they still allowed this statue to.
I apologize.
They still allowed this statue to be up.
I use Martin Luther King and them as an example, because those are like some of the strongest black names that we know.
I understand.
Right? All right. What I was saying was that there's people out there who chill with our grandparents. Maybe not mine, because I'm foreign. But I feel you. But like your grandparents, who's done prolific and thoughtful things. You get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that this isn't Colonel Sanders. This isn't a Colonel Sanders Confederate statue. You get what I'm saying? Because then that would be equal to replace with Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody from that area who probably none of us ever knew, who matters only to those people. You get what I'm saying? To those white people
Who are on
who
the
say-
wrong side of history.
Listen to what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is that now, in my opinion, before we put Chadwick Boseman, an actor from the late 2000s, that person that chilled with your grandmother, in my opinion, deserves that statue more than him. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve a statue whatsoever. I'm saying that sometimes it's different ways to pick fights. And I feel like if they pick the fight on some different shit, like, yo, look, Miss Sheila's still right here. She ain't got no fucking statue. And that nigga actually slapped the shit out of her at like 54. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I feel like those are better arguments. But because Chadwick Boseman dies now, you're taking one thing and making it another thing. You get what I'm saying?
But I don't think
Yeah,
I don't even think
hold
they're
on.
taking down the Confederate
I feel you
statue to put Chadwick Boseman.
Because Guap, I ain't heard Guap this whole time.
Cause y'all niggas keep talking over each other. But motherfucking, I get what you're saying now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, but I'm still on that side. You feel what I'm saying? I get with he shouldn't get it just because he died. You feel what I'm saying? I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel as though like Cuz do deserve a statue in his hometown.
He deserves a lot of honor.
You
get
feel what I'm saying?
And I feel like as the black community, we're not going to miss honoring Cuz. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, as the black community, like, he was, once again, our first big black superhero that we could get behind.
I feel as though they should wait on it. Like, if they're actually gonna do it, they should wait like a good
I'm just
2,
saying, like,
3
that's
years.
the thing.
He's
Like, y'all are
played a lot of
missing.
Put it in his hometown. Put it in his hometown.
No, I get.
Put it in his hometown.
That's the reason why
But
they're
give it some
doing
time.
because it's in his hometown.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And no.
they're
and
not
that
doing
makes-
it to spite the Confederates. They're doing it
I didn't
because
say that they were doing it.
that's what. But that's. I'm not saying you are, but that's what I'm saying. The intent behind it. They're not saying, oh, we're gonna tear down this Confederate flag and just put up this. They're doing it because this is how that town or these people decide we're gonna honor.
Well,
this
that's
person.
That's the thing, though. But
because
that's not
just
the
like
town
with,
that's doing that. That's everyone, America, wanting that to
either
happen.
way, whether it's America or whoever,
but
that's how they're
the
choosing
argument,
to.
But that's
but
the
that's how
argument
they.
that
that's
he's
the
going
argument
with.
that
Yeah, but this is my thing though. That's how they're choosing to honor him. This has nothing to do with a fight against the Confederates or the fight against racism. It's just
I
for
get that
one,
part.
this statue has been up for years
And
when
it
it should have been torn down long ago. So now we have a great reason to tear it down and to honor somebody who is from here and let the world know, like, okay, boom, this is how, you know what I mean, we all feel about this man. You feel me? Because like he said, Rocky Balboa isn't even a real person.
What I was saying
but yet
was-
Philly honors Rocky Balboa and Sylvester Stallone for that particular role.
What I was saying is that sometimes we pick these fights where it's like because they wanted they gave us that narrative. I want that to be put out there too.
Right.
They gave us that. We're gonna tear down this Confederate flag for a Chadwick Boseman statue. You get what I'm saying? They gave us that narrative. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were like that's what was given to us and that's how we received it. You get where I'm coming from? And I just feel like if we're gonna be fighting Confederacy, there's better ways. And I'm not saying that if this does happen, I don't want it to be misconstrued that I'm against it. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm 100% for it. You get what I'm saying? And it is dope. I just feel like if it doesn't happen, it's gonna make us more upset.
It might escalate.
You get what I'm saying? Well, why the fuck won't they disrespecting his death? And it's like, if we didn't think about it like that in the first place, you get what I'm saying?
It wouldn't be disrespectful.
It wouldn't.
But that would be a reason to fight. Like you won't let us tear down the.
This is in the sense of opening doors. If that was never brought up, we wouldn't have that space to feel like they disrespecting, bro. Because not for nothing, I ain't even gonna hold you. If a white person come up to me and disrespect Chadwick Boseman, we gotta shoot the fade like that's my man.
But at the same
What you
time,
talking about?
like
on
to
the
say,
set, like on some
for
Chicago beef shit, on some Chicago beef shit.
But that's
If
the
a
thing.
nigga
Like we don't even know. Like that's disrespectful though. Like
Don't say
I
no
can't. You
disrespect.
mean to tell me?
Fuck, it's my
You mean to
man.
tell me that we can't honor an American icon?
Yo, what the
But
fuck,
we can.
bro?
But we can have a statue of America's first opposition in this country? The original opposition to this country.
But that's not.
But that's what I was saying.
First,
I was saying that
that is a disrespectful thing, whether we open that door or not.
What I was saying was that was already happening. What I was saying was that if you wanna do something to, like in a sense of, right, if they turn this down, let's say they deny this shit, you get what I'm saying? All that's gonna do is make black people mad and say we disrespect them. You get what I'm saying?
Because that's what that is.
Wait a minute. But if they never introduce the conversation, you get what I'm saying? Like as opposed to this shit been this shit been
you know that's
Chadwick Boseman.
If you wasn't here, I wouldn't have shot you.
Chadwick Boseman died 4 or 5 days ago, right? Right? You get what I'm saying? That shit probably been there a solid 60 years. And it's probably some old lady that literally went through it with that. Like, these things happen in our country. Like, you get what I'm saying? Where it's like, yo, that nigga that y'all got a statue up of, yeah, he came, slapped my father when I was like 6 years old, shot my grandmother all up in the foot, and now I got to sit here and look at a statue of this nigga every day. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Tear that shit down and build a Chadwick Boseman statue.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. But that same person, she said, then now you got to remember, because there's a lot of people.
Fuck his descendant because he's wrong.
There's a lot. No, I'm not talking about his descendant. I'm talking about there's a lot of people, you get what I'm saying, that's lived this story, that grew up and put on for they city. You get what I'm saying? That we don't have in our history books, that we don't get a lot of information about. You get what I'm saying? How many of our grandparents said he marched? No, how many people grandparents said he marched with Martin Luther King? It was a 1 million man march. The population wasn't that big. They might not be lying. You get what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? But we honor, and this is what I was getting at, and it's not this. We honor a lot of white people that did some mediocre ass shit.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? And I feel like you got these black people where they say there's 1,000 people that got kicked off of buses before Rosa Parks. A lot of niggas say that, right? You get what I'm saying? Rosa Parks put on for a city. Rosa Parks put on historically. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like, with that said, it's like those people deserve statues too. Like, you get what I'm saying? Those people deserve the same type of honor that we give these other larger black names. You get what I'm saying? So this isn't me taking away from Chadwick Boseman. This isn't me saying that what you're saying is wrong. This is me saying that that fight can be picked a different way. You get what I'm saying? And his other roots and his other people that's out here. There's a lot of people. There's people remember that old, was I with you? Yeah, maybe we ran into that old dude that was like, he got all them stories about Biggie. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? About all the street shit Biggie used to do. You get what I'm saying? We don't know that shit. Biggie didn't rap about it. You get what I'm saying? It's not told by Diddy, because he don't know that shit either, because he didn't know Biggie back then. You know what I'm saying? You got to get this shit from the raw. I'm not saying that Chadwick Boseman don't deserve a statue, because I'm not saying that he don't deserve a statue. I'm saying that sometimes, like, it's like, I'll be really feeling like the media or whatever it is puts things in words, things for us to have arguments, for us to be distracted.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Chadwick Boseman dying right now, I'm looking to see what strain of COVID out right now, to be honest with you. Like, what the fuck y'all trying to distract me from? That's really how I
go to that too, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to cut you, but I do want to wrap this. What I will say is this: the same way that we would not have had this argument had we not seen that is the same way it goes back to what you were saying. Like, had the conversation not even been opened that way, there wouldn't even be an argument. We just went on a whole 20-minute circle around saying the same thing different ways based off of the way that was worded. So fuck whoever wrote that. First and foremost,
I just want to make sure that this is clear, because I like my points to be clear. I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion like in an agreement. Like, I am disagreeing.
No, I get that, and you're perfectly fine to disagree. You're perfectly fine to disagree. What I'm saying is, had that not even been introduced, we'd already be talking about what we came here to talk about today anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that right there speaks to everything what Drew's argument was based about. Had it not been opened in that fashion, we would not feel a way. You know what I'm saying? We would already be in a whole different conversation what we're about to get to, because it actually has I can segue great into it. What I'm saying is, respect to Chadwick Boseman. Respect
Definitely.
to
Rest
his
in power,
family.
Chadwick Boseman.
Respect
Rest in
to
power,
everyone that he
Bombay.
met. Rest in
Bombay.
Respect to everything that he's done, everything that he was doing. We lost not only a great man, we lost a great black man that was strong and courageous in a time where you would think he could literally just sit down and relax. Like, to go through what he went through in those last 4 years and still be the black superhero that we love and just argued about for 20 minutes, that speaks to that man's character. And no
very
one
accomplished
knew.
brother too. Like
Very
I
accomplished.
didn't know this until
Howard University
we were
graduate.
Watching, we
Yeah,
were
he
watching this
graduated from mad schools and shit.
we was watching this the other day. Like Oprah and Denzel Washington and a handful of other black actors actually paid for him to go to Oxford and study.
That's an
theater.
accomplishment.
Like, you're very accomplished, brother. Like, I really have a lot of respect for Chadwick Boseman. He will definitely be missed, and
That's a fact.
Word, Ebon Bay, it's your boy Guap Rolling. We out of here.
I actually wasn't going to rap this.
You said you about to rap it.
No, I was going to rap that part of the conversation.
Oh, we still going. Oh, all right.
I'm going to rap.
I'll go pee. I'll be right back.
Nah, well, I mean, shit. If
keep it smoking. I'm gonna go pee.
if we only got 5 left, god damn, we
That's
had
what I thought we was about
yeah. See, I was ready to go. Nah, well, because now the next conversation we was about to have was easily going to be that long. That was going to be a whole debate, man. Nah, but for real though,
that's cool. That's another episode. I like being on.
Yeah, that's another episode, man.
Sounds like I got a battle coming out. Shit, I need as much promo as possible.
Man,
Put your plug, yo.
I'm just he gonna plug it before we close out, but I definitely, for me, just watching everything, learning everything, because I learned a lot about Chadwick after he died. There was a lot of stuff I did, like I thought he was great before he died, but I didn't realize how amazing he was so after he died because of this. Like, my grandmother had cancer. She beat it twice. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother went through that.
Passed from
And I
cancer.
saw the toll it took on her body. You mean this man still had to go through everything that comes with being an actor, everything that comes with, different roles, just all this act, and you still got to sit down for chemo, and you still got to sit down for radiation, and you still got to get up and lift. Like I work out now, but I'm able-bodied. You have cancer and you work, and your body's deteriorating. And what is he doing behind? I don't know, but I feel like pause. I feel like he's doing something. Yo, man, all I'm saying is Chadwick Boseman was an amazing man. We lost a great example of what black men who are driven can really do with their lifetime before they leave Earth.
He get that great status in my book.
Definitely gets a great
He get
status.
great status.
With that being said,
He's an all-star.
go out. You wanna
The Black Panther.
drop your tag and everything like that? I guess we'll just wrap up.
Yeah, man, we up out of here, man. It's your boy Guap Rolling.
Try Pharaoh Dolce Holmes.
Who is Joshua Ross to the left?
King Animal Wave, King Animal Ali.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Wakanda forever.